From Television City in Hollywood, CBS presents America's most exciting new show, The Joker's Wild. Now here's the host of our show, Jack Perry.
Hey, thank you very much, and cordial welcome once again to The Joker's Wild. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the new game, you know, where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen, and where winning contestants can take home up to $25,000 in cash and prizes. Those of you who are with us on the very exciting Monday and Tuesday episodes of The Joker's Wild know that we gave away a couple of cars, we crowned a couple of champions, and we have a brand new champion who has returned to our show, and she was very lucky on the last show. So, Johnny, would you reintroduce the new champion, please?
I'll do it, Jack. Here is a former teacher who was born down Gilliam, West Virginia way, Nancy Norby.
Nice to have you with us. In a moment, we're going to have to ask for a decision from you. You've been thinking about it all night, I know, as to whether you should keep playing and risk your money or whether you want to quit the program, and we're all waiting breathlessly, and we're going to ask you that question in just a moment. I assume you have a decision. We'll get it from you in just a moment. You stay there smiling and chattering and shivering, and we'll get your decision in just a moment. But first we have these messages for the people at home.
You ready? You always knew Campbell's was good. Now 7 of your favorites come ready to serve. You don't need water. Just microwave and enjoy. It's that easy. Campbell's, good.
Farm animals.
Now.
You're getting sleepy. Very sleepy. No, not.
Cold symptoms keeping you awake? Get NyQuil. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can get the sleep you need to feel better medicine.
But very nervous because just don't know what's going to happen. I want it to be accurate and I really want to know what it says. Positive. Love you too. It's clear. I got 2 lines. You don't know, and now you do.
At Post, we know people need everyday energy all winter.
Oh, pardon me.
So we're here with Grape Nuts Hot.
Let's do it.
Excuse me, would you like to try some Grape Nuts Hot? I made it.
It's good.
What do you think about my hat? Grape Nuts Hot, energy to burn.
Nancy, the time has come. On our program yesterday, you won $500. As you know, under the rules of this game, if you want to quit, you can. If you go on, you take a risk, because if the next player beats you, your $500 is forfeited and goes into our jackpot. Incidentally, at the moment, we have $5,750 in the jackpot, $5,750. If you decide to go on, and should you win 4 games, that $5,750 is yours. Also, as a kind of a bonus, if you decide to play, we'll give you 2 spins of the wheels. On the wheels now are lovely prizes, ranging from a few dollars up to hundreds of dollars. Hidden somewhere among those wheels is a lovely trip for 2 people. Johnny Jacobs, would you tell her all about the trip she might win?
Right, Jack. A trip for 2 to Mexico, to El Presidente in Acapulco. Here's a luxury hotel built for excitement. Twin towers on the sea, beach, pool, and gardens. Restaurants, bars, and lounges feature Mexican and international specialties. A flagship hotel. And that's it, Jack.
That's a prize you could win. And so, now, do you quit with your $500, or do you go on and try to win 4 games and win the $5,750 plus the prizes? What, Nancy, is your decision?
I think I would like to play.
Very good. Then play you shall. Okay. First things first, before we get another player for you, we promised that you could have 2 spins of the wheel and try to win some prizes. And so now we give you 2 spins. If you like what you see the first time, take it. If not, say goodbye and take another spin. Then you have to take those prizes. Here comes her bonus, spin number 1. Kitchen appliances, a kitchen range, and a sewing machine. 3 nice prizes there, worth about $700, $800, all told. You can have those. They're yours forever, or you can spin again. What is your choice?
I think I'll spin again.
What do you want you to spin and you're going to do it? All right. Remember now, whatever comes up at this point is yours to keep. Good luck and spin again. You win a color TV, a kitchen range, and a sewing machine. Congratulations. Color TV is worth $500. The kitchen range is worth almost $400. The sewing machine is worth... You've won almost $1,000 worth of prizes. Well, that's a good way to start our program. That's not all, however. Those prizes you keep forever. Now your $500 is at stake as we play game number 2. So, John, would you introduce the person who is going to try to take her championship away?
Jack, let me tell her about the prizes first. A 23-inch color console TV with custom-crafted wood cabinet and color-keyed tuning controls for fast, easy settings. And the General Electric 30-inch electric range with the automatic self-cleaning oven system. Electrically cleans the entire oven, oven shelves, inner oven door and window, and the surface unit reflector pans. GE makes the minutes count. Also, a pair of sewing machines, including a full-size lightweight zigzag which sews on stretch-stitch fabrics, plus a travel sewing machine, the new Brother Mini-size handheld electric machine that sews on electric or battery. And those are the ones, Jack.
Terrific. And quick thinking, John, because now it is the moment when we bring out our next challenges. So, Johnny, would you do the honors at this moment?
We will, Jack. Our next player has 2 children, both boys. Let's meet Laurel Ross.
Hi, Laurel. Welcome to the program. You met your husband in some unusual place. Where was it you met your husband?
In traffic court.
Lovely. Did you both get tickets?
Yes, we did. He won his case and I lost mine, so I thought I'd stick with the winner.
Well, I'm sure it's turned out very well. Let's see how your game turns out. Before we play our game, let us once again remind the people at home of the rules. You ladies are going to take turns spinning those wheels, and when the wheels stop, there'll be categories on them. Now, if you come up with 3 different categories like this, just answer one question on the category, and if you're right, you get $50. If you make a pair, you can make up to $100. If you get a triple and answer one question, you can get $150. Of course, all you have to do is come up with some jokers, and you can make any categories you want. First person to win $500 or more is the winner of the game, and you keep the money, play another game if you want to, and get a chance at the fabulous bonus round. Okay, all set to play? One other thing, if you get 3 jokers like that, the game is automatically over. That's what happened to Nancy on yesterday's show. She got 3 jokers and won the game. Anybody gets 3 jokers, the game is over regardless of the score. Ladies, here are the categories we'll be using to play the next game. We'll be playing with basketball, entomology, George Washington, big bands of the 40s, and TV lawmen. The champion always goes first. Nancy Norvey, that is you. Game number 2, spin the wheels. TV lawmen, Washington, and a pair of lawmen. Now, you can get a pair of lawmen for $100, one question, or Washington as a single for $50.
I think I better take George Washington.
All right. You're playing for $100 because George Washington is a single, excuse me, for $50. On Christmas night, 1776, Washington and his men rode silently across the icy Delaware River to attack the sleeping encampment of British soldiers who were stationed in what city?
Valley Forge.
No, I'm sorry. Under the rules of the game, if your opponent can answer the question that you miss, she gets your money, in this case, $50. And so, Laurel, do you know what city they were going to?
Dover, Delaware.
No, Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton, New Jersey. Well, we're off to a terrific start. Nobody answered a question. But it's right, right back to you, Laurel. It's your first spin, and go ahead. Basketball, lawmen, and a pair of lawmen.
I'll take basketball for $50.
Basketball for $50. Here's the question. When he was being coached by his father at Louisiana State, he averaged over 44 points a game in his senior year. Now he plays for the Atlanta Hawks. What's his name?
Pete Maravich.
Right, you start with $50. All right, Nancy, the champion's not on the board yet. It's your second spin. Washington, Washington, wild card. That's it. That's worth $150 if you play it that way.
I'm apprehensive, but I'll take George Washington.
All right, the champion says she'll go for $150. Formerly, excuse me, I have a basketball question. Washington was a terrific basketball player. Although married to Martha, history states that George was in love with another woman for $150. Can you name her?
No, I don't
Can do it. All right, if your opponent can answer, she'll pick up your $150 and go to $200. Can you name her?
Betsy Ross?
Gee, that's one we didn't know about. No, the lady's name was Sally Fairfax. Sally Fairfax. All right, you're up $50 on the board, Laurel, so spin if you will. Big bands, Washington. Big bands.
Big bands of the 40s for $100.
All right, you're playing for $100. His many musical groups have included such great musicians as Gene Krupa, Lionel Hampton, and Teddy Wilson. Name the King of Swing.
King of Swing. Benny Goodman?
Right, for another $100. You go to $150. Score 150 to 0. The champion is trailing. Can she catch up and win another game? We'll find out right after these words.
You tired of the same old boring meal? Then you need the Flavor Express, the amazing new kitchen miracle that lets you make delicious meals bursting with flavor. Until now, marinating took hours. Not anymore. Simply pour your favorite marinade into the flexible flavorizer. Attach the needle, place into the Flavor Express, and presto! Flavor Express's unique patented design lets you inject thick, savory sauces deep into meat, plumping up food with mouth-watering flavor in minutes. Inject pepper and zesty Italian dressing into filet mignon for tender, juicy steak. Use creamy lemon dill sauce for savory salmon fillets oozing with flavor. Bored with plain old pasta? With the Flavor Express, create mouth-watering manicotti and more. Flavor Express an entire turkey or ham. Look inside. Swirls of rosemary and white wine makes meat moist and delicious. Fill potatoes with sour cream. Use Flavor Express to make fun-filled desserts in a flash. Add cream deep into chocolate-covered strawberries for pure indulgence. Make dreamy desserts, cream-filled cupcakes, and tasty eclairs. Imagine making homemade jelly donut holes quickly and easily. Flavor Express is perfect for hors d'oeuvres. Messy garlic bread takes forever, but the Flavor Express injects butter and chunky garlic quickly and easily for garlic bread that's bursting with flavor. No more dried out food. This marinated meat took hours to prepare and costs over $35. But now on this exclusive TV offer, you get the Flavor Express with recipe guide for only $19.95. Call within the next 10 minutes and you'll get the complete decorating kit and guidebook free. Decorate cakes like a professional. Imagine you get the Deluxe Flavor Express package, which includes your bonus decorating kit, all for only $19.95. Order today.
Call 1-800-943-5577. Order your Flavor Express Deluxe today for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Create fabulous food with the Flavor Express. Call 1-800-943-5577. Call now.
This is it. Winning never sounded so good. Hollywood Showdown, new season premiering January 1st on Game Show Network.
The champ's still trying to get on the board. Nancy, it's your spin again. Let's see what happens. Big bands, Washington, basketball.
I'll take the big bands.
All right, it's only worth $50, but here is the question. Ish Kabibble was one of the regulars on the College of Musical Knowledge. Name the band leader whose trademark was a cap and gown.
Kay Kaiser.
Right, for $50, and now you're on the board. All right, Laurel, your spin. Joker, big bands, big bands. How do you play?
Big bands of the 40s.
All right, if you answer correctly, you'll pick up another $150, which would bring you to $300. Who was the leader of the band that invited you to Swing and Sway?
Tommy Dorsey?
No, I'm sorry, and now as you know, if your opponent answers it right, she picks up your $150. Do you know the answer, Nancy?
Yes, it's Sammy Kaye.
Right, and you go to $200. Kathy's in the lead once again. And now it's your turn, Nancy. Go ahead and spin. Big bands, Joker, Joker! How do you play it?
Big bands.
All right, again, you got the big band question. It's worth $150, which would bring you to $350. His musical Nights served the one-nighters of the 30s to become one of the most popular radio bands of the 40s. Who was the man who headed up the musical Nights?
Ted Anderson.
Who?
Ted Anderson.
No, that's not quite right. And now you can pick up her $150 if you can tell me who headed up the band known as the Musical Nights.
Let's try the other Dorsey, Jimmy Dorsey.
No, you struck out both times. It was Horace Heidt and his Musical Nights. Horace Heidt. Sorry, neither of you girls score. And it's right back to you, Laurel. Go ahead and spin. Washington, Joker, entomology, insects.
I'll try entomology for 100.
$100 riding on this category. Observers have worked out formulas for calculating temperature from the number of chirps per minute emanating from this insect. For $100, name the insect.
Cricket? Or...
Right. You get another $100. Go to $250. Score 200 to 250. All right, the champ spins again. Lawmen, basketball. A pair of basketball and a single on lawmen.
I'll have to take TV lawman.
TV lawman for $50. Don't know too much about basketball. 10-4 was almost a byword on the famous Highway Patrol series. Who was the star of that show?
Broderick Crawford.
Right, it's tied up at 250 to 250. Okay, Laurel, spin. Big bands, Joker, basketball.
I'll take basketball for 100.
$100, which would bring you up to $350. Formerly with the Boston Celtics and then a coach at Boston College, this Houdini of the hardwood is now a coach of the Cincinnati Royals. Name him.
Bob Cousy.
That's it for $350. $250 to $350 is the score. All right, champ, your spin. Washington, Joker. Joker, there it is again. What do you do?
I'll try George Washington.
All right, if you answer correctly, we'll add $150, you'll have $400. On the death of Washington, Henry Lighthorse Harry Lee gave a eulogy that contained the famous description of Washington. He said, first in war, first in peace, first in what?
The hearts of his countrymen.
Right, you go to $400. And you go to the lead. Laurel Ross. Bands, Washington, Joker. What do you do?
George Washington for 100.
Okay, that would get you to $450. George Washington appointed the first Secretary of the Treasury. For $100, name him.
Alexander Hamilton.
Right, for $450. All right, this could be the last round of play. You both are within striking distance. You have 400, Nancy. Please remember, even if you get over 500, your opponent gets a final turn. Spin, if you will. Entomology. Big bands. No, you're not going to be able to go over. What do you take?
I'll take big bands.
Big bands for $50, which would get you to $450. His all-girl orchestra featured Evelyn and her magic violin. He eventually married Evelyn. Name this European-born radio band leader.
Spike Jones.
No, I'm sorry, that's not right. And now it's very critical. Laurel, if you can give me the answer, you'll have $500 and you will be the new champion. Who is he?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry, do you know?
No, I don't.
I'll have to tell you, Phil Spitalny. Phil Spitalny and his all-girl orchestra. Stays 400 to 450. All right, spin again, champ. You're still in. No, you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It stays right with you, Laurel, and you could go out right now. Let's see what you do. Lawman, Joker, Washington.
I'd like to go off the board for basketball.
Under the rules of the game, you can go off the board if you want a joker and use any of the 5 categories you want basketball. If you answer correctly, you'll have $500, and since it is in your proper turn, you will be the new champion. Here it is. Now with the Milwaukee Bucks, this former UCLA basketball star led the college team to 3 national championships. You're smiling. To 3 championships for $500, and the championship, what's his name?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right. Lou Alcindor and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We've got a new champion. Congratulations. There we have it. $500 is yours, And in a moment, we'll give you a chance to make a decision about whether you want to continue playing or not. To our outgoing champion, we do take away your $500, but you do take the prizes home, the color TV and the sewing machine and the range. Lovely, lovely prizes amounting to almost $1,000. Let's all say goodbye to Nancy Norby. Goodbye, Nancy. And in just a moment, we'll be getting a decision from Laurel Ross. Will she go on or not? We'll find out after these words.
Hi, I'm Brad Mall from General Hospital, and when I need some relationship advice stat, I turn to the Lover's Lounge right here on Game Show Network.
Special guest Brad Mall, all this week on Lover's Lounge, 4 to 6 Eastern.
Though dewdrops fall, there's no reason to fear, because Magical Rash Prevention is here. Huggies Supreme Diapers. Huggies Supreme let air flow through to help keep skin dry and help prevent rash caused by wetness. For little creatures everywhere, it's Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
At Post, we know people need everyday energy all winter. Oh, pardon me. So we're here with Grape Nuts Hot.
Let's do it.
Excuse me, would you like to try some Grape Nuts Hot? I made it.
It's good.
What do you think about my hat? Grape Nuts Hot, energy to burn.
I had some gas. I was kind of ashamed of it. I didn't want to go out at all.
For serious gas, there's new Phazyme Ultra with more gas medicine than ever before.
Works just like that. Thank you, Phazyme.
Try new Phazyme Ultra.
For about $1 a bottle, you can buy clean, pure water. Or for about a nickel, you can fill one up yourself. Find out more at purewater.com.
Laurel Ross is the new champion. She has $500. And Laurel, every champion faces a moment of crisis as to whether to quit or go on. You can quit, take your $500 and go home. If you stay, and if you should win 4 games in a row, we now have a bigger amount in our jackpot. We now have in our jackpot $6,250. Also, if you go on, I give you 2 spins of the prize wheel. Prizes come up. If you like what you see, you keep them first time. If not, you take the second time. Included in the various prizes is a lovely trip for you and your husband if you should win it. Johnny, would you tell her about the trip she possibly could win?
Right, Jack. It's a trip for 2 to the El Presidente in Acapulco. Here's a luxury hotel built for excitement. Twin towers on the sea, beach, pool, and gardens. Restaurants, bars, and lounges feature Mexican and international specialties. A flagship hotel. And that's it, Jack.
All right. Your decision. Do you risk your $500 and try to win the $6,250 in prizes, or do you quit right now? What's it going to be?
I'm having so much fun. I've got to go on.
Lovely. Then we'll get you an opponent right now. But first, we have to let you win some prizes. As you know, we have prizes there. I'll give you 2 spins. Take spin number 1. Here's your bonus. Kitchen appliances, a dishwasher, and a gas barbecue. Those are yours if you want them, or you can spin again. What do you want to do?
I think I'll spin again.
Spin again. Say goodbye to those prizes. Whatever comes up now, you must keep. Spin and good luck. You've got kitchen appliances, packaged food, and a refrigerator freezer. Very nice. The refrigerator freezer is worth $650. The kitchen appliances are worth over $200. You've just gotten yourself $900 worth of prizes. Okay, Johnny, tell her all about them.
I will, Jack. From Hamilton Beach, this exciting gourmet collection of appliances featuring the Convertiflame fondue and a 16-speed blender. And Rice-A-Roni, the big flavor side dish that's so quick, so easy. Saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Also, from the famous Tappan full line of kitchen appliances, here's the striking new side-by-side frost-free refrigerator freezer with 24 cubic feet of storage convenience. Tappan quality appliances since 1881. There they are, Jack.
Those are your prizes, Laurel. No one's going to take them away from you. Those are yours to keep. But now you are going to risk your $500 playing another game. In game number 2, let's find out who your opponent is going to be. John?
Our next player, Jack, is making his first appearance on Joker's Wild, of course. He's the editor of the UCLA Daily Bruin, Stephen Rothman.
Welcome to the Joker's Wild, Stephen. Nice to have you with us here on the program. Since you do newspaper work at UCLA as editor of the Bruin, are you going to be going into newspaper work later on?
Well, I write the Helping the Consumer column for the Daily Bruin. It's like a Nader-type column. It's, you know, different things with consumerism and things of that type, you know, like how to keep your car up and things like that. So I probably won't go any further. I want to go get a PhD in nutrition.
In nutrition?
Right.
Okay, well, when you get a good diet worked out, would you let me know about it? I'd certainly be happy to hear about it.
Okay.
I understand that you live at Marina Del Rey. Now, that's a place that here in California for swinging singles, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, well, anyway, I live with my parents temporarily. I've lived at the dorms at UCLA, but I moved back in because the cost of housing have gone up at UCLA.
I see.
Yeah.
But you still find life at Marina Del Rey very interesting,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, in just a moment, we're going to find out if you can take the measure of our champion, and it'll all happen right after this message.
It's come to our attention that thousands in your city
relationship game shows on the Lovers Lounge.
Say, players, we could start another game, but I've been informed that we only have a few seconds left, and by the time you got to answer one question, we'd be interrupted anyway. So instead of that, might I suggest that we think about coming back tomorrow? Laurel, is it possible for you to come back on tomorrow's program? Sure. Very good. And Steve, sorry to inconvenience you, but would you be able to come back tomorrow, too?
Yeah, sure.
Very good. When you both come back tomorrow, we will start a brand new game, and of course, you will have the pleasure of trying to dethrone the champion. And the champion will be trying her second game. She has won $500 so far, and will be trying to break the jackpot, which currently holds $6,250. And Laurel, I want to congratulate you for playing so well and for smiling throughout the whole thing. It's sometimes a little more difficult up here on stage than it is when you're sitting home watching it. At any rate, we'll look forward to seeing you, both you, on the program tomorrow. And now, for all of us, on behalf of Jokers Wild, I thank you. Hope our audience will join us for more excitement on the Jokers Wild. Till then, goodbye, everybody.
All new Three's a Crowd.
Alan, I pick my nose all the time.
Jigging for the Truth, weeknights only on Game Show Network.
Advised on the rules of the game. This program was recorded